Hi, Aries. Welcome back. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. Aries, you're dealing with somebody around you who has no morals. This might be somebody that you have tried to distance yourself from. This is somebody who doesn't follow, like they don't follow things the way that we do. Like, they don't follow the rules. They don't follow anything here. And you have desperately tried to get away from this person. I see here that you've been very generous to this person. Maybe more generous than you should have been. A lot. A lot. You know, way too much. Maybe you gave a little bit too much to this person. But you're already emotionally walking away. This could also be a past reading, guys. Remember that. This is a general reading, so it could be past, present, or future, right? Also, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else. I see you as planning some kind of escape plan, or you're trying to get away from this person, or you already did, right? Because it could be a past reading. Let's see what else is going on here. Tell me more about this. You went non-communicato with this person. You're like, no more. This is it. I'm done. Looks like you regret spending time with this person. You regret the energy that you gave this person. You're holding back your energy now from this person. You're holding back everything from this person. This person, all they did was bring sadness and regret into your life. This person could be somebody who was very competitive with you, or try to, change other people's point of view of you, to cause conflict in your life. This person could be a Leo, another Aries, a Sagittarius. Could also be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Higher on the Aquarius. So, for whatever reason, this person just, they think that they are special, They think that they are above other people. Like, they can just do whatever they want to. They can overstep other people's boundaries and it should be okay. But if you were to try to overstep this person's boundaries, I'm hearing like they would throw a fit and you would be just public enemy number one, because you just don't do that. But they can overstep your boundaries and take whatever they want. They have that energy of, they could do what they want, take what they want, and just say whatever they want without any kind of consequences. But if somebody else was to do that to them, there would be consequences, because this person would act out and be angry and possibly even aggressive. And this person would definitely feel like you owe them for doing that, or there would be consequences, like you should pay them or give them something if you were to do that to them, right? Tell me more, Spirit, about this. It's like every time you were about to have a new beginning, as soon as you were able to start planning things out, or you start talking about it, just when you were about to get going, just when you were about to start something, this person, I see they came in and then they would disrupt things. They would come in and try to make you feel like, you couldn't do it, or they would come in to create some kind of emotional turmoil for you so that you wouldn't be able to do these things, right? It's like one thing after another. It was always one thing after another with this person. For whatever reason, the reason why this person has it out for you, Aries, is because you are a symbol of abundance to them. They see you as somebody who can have it all. They see you as somebody who can reach out and create things. So when you were saying that you were going to plan to do something, they could see you visually, like in their mind. They could see you succeeding. They could see you getting that and achieving that. and facing challenges. I mean, they could see you overcoming any kind of challenge that comes your way. And that's the problem. That's why they are reacting this way toward you. This is something that this person does with you, but they don't do it with other people. You know, they're deliberately targeting you because they can see that you have it in you to do things. See, there's some people who talk. There's some people who, they talk a lot. You could talk to the same person and they say, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and they're going to plan this, and they're going to plan that. And then 5 years down the road, they're still talking, right? They're still out there talking. They're still saying the same thing over and over again. But do they ever get up and do anything? No. It's always mañana, 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 right? So the thing about you is that this person sees that you're the kind of person you would get up and do something. You would, face a challenge if you have to. You will do what you got to do to make your dreams come true, right? Like you will do it. And that's why they are targeting you. This is why they want to like overstep your boundaries. The thing is that this person, they don't realize they're pushing you away and they don't want you to go away. You know what I mean? Because your energy actually, I want to say, like, inspires this person, It inspires them in a weird way. It does inspire them. This seems to be just confirmation. For one of you, this person has put you through some kind of crazy hell. Okay, like they have like put you through some crazy stuff where you've had to, and this might be for just one of you, but where you've had to like go in hiding just to get away from this person, because if you didn't, this person would just keep throwing crap at you or doing things to you, right? Like you had to go and defend yourself, and the only way to defend yourself was to go in some kind of hiding, right? That's why you had to distance yourself from this person. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person doesn't want you to leave. I'm telling you. They do not want you to leave, but you've already left. Like, so emotionally, you're already gone. Like, this person doesn't even know that you're already gone. They don't even realize it. Okay. This is what came out. The one thing that this person is triggered by is that, like, you could read them. Like, you know what they're up to before they even say anything. Like, you could see right through them, you know? And that's something that they didn't expect from somebody. That's something that, nobody else could do but you. That's what I'm hearing. You're the only person that could do that. Like, you can see the BS in this person as soon as they open their mouth. Like, you already know what they're up to. You've already sized them up. You already see where they're going. You already see what they're trying to do. Like, you see everything that this person's trying to do, right? Maybe not at the beginning, right? Maybe not at the beginning. Maybe when you were first getting to know this person, or when you were first like hanging out with this person, like maybe not at the beginning, but at some point you started realizing, oh, this person's full of crap. This person is not what they seem to be. This person is not who they pretend to be. You started realizing, like, yeah, something's up with this person, especially if this person was like sharing with you, like, they have problems with everybody in their family, like everybody in their family is upset with them, or they cause problems in your family, or maybe this is part of your family, right? If they're part of your family, right, this is somebody who's constantly causing problems, right? But then they turn around and they claim that it's somebody else, like somebody else is the aggressor, it's somebody else's fault, right? So now that you're walking away from them, guess what? Now you are joining that group of people who they claim is the one that is causing all the problems. Like, they don't want to look inside themselves and realize, they need to set some kind of moral code for themselves. Like, they don't want to sit there and face the reality. Like, they need to get some morals. They need to sit there and think about who they want to be as a person, and not just be reactive and doing whatever they want, right? Maybe people will stay in their life if they weren't possibly a thief, okay? Or because this person could be possibly a thief, this person could be possibly somebody who takes advantage of other people's generosity, other people's kindness, okay? This is somebody who takes advantage of those things and they don't think anything of it. Because in their mind, it's like they feel like, well, if they don't do it, somebody else will. And it's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, and you know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with them, right? But that's how they think. They think like if they don't do it, somebody else is going to come along and do it, and then that person is going to reap the benefits of taking advantage of other people, you know? So what I'm hearing, like, even family is not exempt from this person. You know, that's pretty low. When somebody is okay with harming their own family, you know, so that tells you right there something is seriously wrong with this person. And I feel like you have caught this person in lies, lots of exaggerations, you know. They just won't stop, you know. Just tell the truth. What's wrong with telling the truth? But they can't humble themselves. That's why they can't tell the truth. Some people just cannot humble themselves. They feel like, you know, they're above everybody else. This is definitely somebody who, like, when you go out to a restaurant with them, they will never tell the waitress thank you. Never. Right? They'll act like, you know, the drink just appeared in front of them and that's it. And the person doesn't exist. You'll notice this. Or they'll give the wait staff a bad attitude or complain over silly things, right? Like they have no considerations for other human beings, right? And they feel like they're above certain people. It's like, whatever. I used to be a waitress. I've dealt with people like this, you know? It's like, whatever. I don't know why people act this way. Who cares what your job is? It's like, you know what I mean? A job is a job. Even if you mop floors, so what? It's a job. You get paid by the hour just like everybody else, right? 90, what is it? Like 90% of the people of the population gets paid by the hour. So what you're doing? What does it matter what you're doing? You're still selling your time just like everybody else. So what's the difference if you're mopping floors or serving food or whatever it is, right? What does it matter? It's like whatever. I hate people like this. Like seriously, I really hate people like this. But anyways, you'll know who I'm talking about because this person possibly has embarrassed you in front of people. Embarrassed you when you've gone out with them, embarrassed you around people that you just, oh, like you did not want these people to know this side of this person, you know, because it made you look bad or you feel like it made you look bad. Okay? Be careful. Be careful with who you're around, guys. Seriously. Because when you are around a certain kind of people, people automatically will assume that you're that way, right? So whoever you hang around, be careful with who you hang around. Because even if you're innocent, even if you're just hanging with that group and you have nothing to do with what they're into, you'll still get labeled with that group. Okay? So anyways, Aries, I see here that that's part of this. Like you realize that like you didn't want to be associated with this person. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be associated with this person and their attitude and what they're up to and their sneaky little ways. You don't want nothing to do with this person. This person is angry because they know that you could see them, Aries. They know that you're the one person who they cannot put that mask on. And you don't, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only person who could see through that mask, right? This is why this person is trying to get other people to see a different perspective of you, right? They're trying to change people's perspective of you, of how people see you, because they want people to be hostile toward you. You know, so you be like minding your own business, you know, doing nothing wrong, and then just having people being hostile towards you or being competitive towards you or trying to like snub their nose down at you. And you're like, what is wrong with this person? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with them, right? And you might not even realize, like, why are these people acting so weird with you, right? It's because of that person. Because they don't want to see you have something that they can't have. They don't want you to be what they can't be. See what I'm saying? Because they see you. See, just like you could see them for what they are, the piece of crap that they could see who you are too. And they see you as the empress. Okay? They see you as the person who can make things happen. They see you as being a very mature, loving, caring person. They see you as somebody who can create something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the person that can literally go outside, take some twigs, and, like, I don't know, build a house with it or something, right? Like, you're the person that could literally create and be very creative and give birth. Because the empress is like somebody who's very fertile, right? Well, you could be a mother, okay? I'm not. You could be a parent. Let's just put it that way. You could be a parent, but which could be part of it, right? But it doesn't have to be, okay? So if you're not a parent, then maybe that doesn't have nothing to do with it. But you are the person who can bring something into existence with nothing, like creating something out of nothing. And you have this talent, and this person just hates it that you're able to do that, and they can't do that. They don't have it in them to be able to do what you do. You know, that's what it is. That is crazy. Aries, you might form, like when you get close to people, you might form like really close, solid bonds with people. You know, you have a good way of holding on to relationships. To the point where I'm not saying like you have a lot of friends, no, but I'm saying that the people that are close to you are the ones that you hold on to and you have a solid bond with them. Okay, something about that is driving this person crazy. Okay, maybe you have a good bond or a solid bond with your children, and if you don't, then they think you do. For one of you, you might have a new person in your life, and you left this person out. Like, you didn't tell this person that you have a new person in your life. Maybe you're dating somebody new, okay, or something like that, and you didn't tell this person, and now they're like all but hurt about it, and it's making them feel aggressive. You, if you don't have somebody new in your life, then they think you have somebody new in your life. And because they think you have somebody new, it's creating this energy of this person, like the anger is rising up, like, how dare Aries not tell me that they're dating whoever it is, right? Whoever they think you're dating, right? This person, they want to come in and like create some kind of problems here. And it's more of they want to create problems so they can like rebuild a connection with you. It's kind of like they want to have a screaming match with you. So you'll defend yourself, so you'll yell back, and then they can yell at you, and you can yell back. And they feel like somehow by doing that, they'll be able to pull you back closer to them. They can like rebuild the bond between you and them, like what y'all used to have. So at some point, you used to be close to this person, or they feel like you were close to them, you know? And they feel like, okay, the only way to do this is by shaking things up and pulling you back in. I'm seeing an old movie in my third eye where this couple, it's an old movie, and they were like fighting. Well, anyways, they were like fighting. They were broken up for like a year or two, and they were like fighting. And then he went over there and he like charged in there and started fighting with her and arguing with her. And it went back and forth. And the next thing you know, they're having, they're smashing. You know what I mean? They're smashing with each other, and you're like, what the heck? And then she's like, oh, you did it again. It could be that kind of energy. Like this person thinks that they come in and then they can like yell at you and get you all frustrated and stuff like that. And then they could just like take advantage of the moment, right? And like get you in bed. And this might be for one of you, okay? Or a handful of you. Like, so if that's the case, then that means y'all's relationship was based on sex, okay? I mean, let's just call a cow, right? So if y'all arguing and bickering with each other like this is going to lead to y'all getting in bed with each other, then that tells me like y'all's relationship is basically or has always been based on one thing. And that might be for one of you. Okay, this might be for maybe one of you or a handful of you, but yes. So this is somebody who has caused problems in your family, caused problems in their family, and now they want to like come back and pull you back in because they see that you're building a bond with somebody else. You might be dating somebody else, or they think you are. Okay, whether you are or not doesn't matter, right? But they want to do something that's aggressive, something that is shocking, something that's going to be out of the blue, something that's going to surprise you, that kind of thing, right? So they can rebuild something here. And then they can, like, what, throw you some kind of ultimatum and be like, hey, we can't keep doing this. You need to make a decision, right? They want to, so they want to trigger your emotions. So because you're able to walk away. So that's why they want to do something drastic. Because, see, you being able to walk away is something that they never saw. Like, they never thought that you could do that. They never thought that you could just turn your back on them and emotionally detach from them, which you have and you did. And you started planning for the future for yourself without them, turning your back on them, escaping their traps. Oh, they see it. If you think that they don't feel it, they don't see it, they see it. They see that you have like the strength that, you know, they don't have. You have the strength that they don't have. But at the same time, it's weird because it's like they want to control you. They want to control you, and be careful because they might want to like come in and school you or teach you something, give you an ultimatum, and then teach you something. That is crazy. Okay. So they want to hold you down. But this is not hold. See, some people they get it confused, like because we hear songs about things like that, like "Oh, I'm gonna hold you down" and this and that. No, that means like you're gonna keep that person to stay with you, right? But this person is confusing it, and this person just wants to hold you back. There's a difference when somebody wants to hold you back and prevent you from being successful and prevent you from following your dreams. Those are two different things, but this person seems to think it's the same thing. So holding you down to them is like keeping you in line, keeping you below them, or keeping you at the same level as them. That's what they think it is. And it's not. That means like yeah, they're confused about the meaning of it. Hmm. I'm hearing this person saying something like they want to take you for granted. They want to take you for granted. They want to be able to like depend on you, take you for granted, and then you just stay there. Just stay there and stay in place and do the same thing over and over again and don't change, don't move forward, don't get closer to other people, don't make new relationships, don't, just don't move, right? Because if you move, then they're going to like try to bring people up against you. So it's a manipulation tactic. So they want to confuse people's perspective of you. So then you'll feel like they're the only person that you can turn to. They're trying to isolate you. That's abuse. They're trying to isolate you, possibly around family too. So if this is not a romantic partner, then this is somebody in your family who is like trying to isolate you, which no matter who this person is in your life, this is abuse, okay? This is abuse. When somebody's doing these kind of things and trying to hold you down, prevent you from moving forward, punishing you for doing things that they don't want you to do. And I don't see anything that you're doing that is out of line. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is like if you were in a relationship with this person, it's not like you had third parties. It's not like you were cheating on them. It wasn't like you were going out and stepping out on them. See, that's stepping out of line, right? No, you're doing everything like a normal person would do, right? There's a line in relationships that you don't cross, right? I don't see you crossing any of those lines. So the problem is not you, Aries. The problem is definitely them. They're the issue, but they don't see that. And they don't see that the biggest issue here is that they don't have any morals. I mean, I don't know how to say that even more clearly than that. They don't have any morals. They need to get some morals. Everybody needs some morals. Everybody needs to have a line that they set for themselves that they won't cross. Because if you don't have that line, then before you know it, you'll be somebody that you don't expect to be. And I think that's what happened to this person. This person has become somebody that they never expected to be. And now they don't know how to get back. They don't know how to change. They don't know how to become who they want to be, right? Sorry, my phone is going off. Somebody's texting me. Um, anyways, it's not an emergency. Trust me. That person does that. They'll text me like da 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 5, 10 times. It's weird. Aries, something beautiful is coming towards you. I'm gonna say it. I feel like something very beautiful is coming towards you. You have some kind of protection around you. Something is turning in your favor here. And you know what? I feel like this is the challenge. The challenge before something's going to turn in your favor. It always happens. You always end up having a huge challenge before something comes in for you. Like right before something turns in your favor. Like there's always a challenge that needs to be overcome, right? And I feel like that's what this is. This person and their tactics and the things that they're doing is your challenge to overcome so you can have this beautiful thing that's coming towards you. Like you got something here. Something is going to be turning in your favor and it's going to bring you so much, I want to say happiness. Happiness and success. I want to say, yeah. Something is coming in for you, Aries. It's going to be a huge thing. Something that is going to change your life. It's going to be something that is going to emotionally fulfill you, something that is going to be very exciting, something that you're going to be very proud of, something that's going to bring in money, resources, stability into your life. And it's something that's going to be mentally stimulating. So it's going to be something that you're always going to be figuring out. Like, yeah, something that's what I see. Something that you're always going to be trying to figure out, but it's going to be a good thing. Yeah, I see it being a very good thing. Kind of like, I used to have a store and I was always figuring out how to rearrange my store. And the more I did it, the more I figured it out, the better things went and the more sales I got. But I was able to figure out like a natural flow of how customers would come in and walk around, and I liked it because it was mentally stimulating to figure these things out, right? It's going to be something like that for you. Like you're going to be like it's going to be mentally stimulating, which is going to keep you interested because it's always going to be like a puzzle. So you're going to love it, whatever this is. It could be something that you're going to do online. It could be something that you're going to do in public. It could be something that you're going to do that might be a global thing. Like, how McDonald's is global. Walmart. Is Walmart global? I'm not sure, but I know they're in Mexico. Um, Maybe Walmart. I don't know about Walmart, but I know Church's Chicken. They have it in like South Africa, right? And I believe they have it in Mexico. So I believe Church's Chicken is global. McDonald's is global. So something you're gonna do could be something like that. Something that's gonna become global, like a puzzle that you're gonna put together, and then eventually you're gonna be like famous, like all over the world, right? Like everybody's gonna know what you're doing, right? Or what you're supplying or what you sell. Yeah, I see something global for you. All right, tell me more. And you have protection, so it's like this protection is coming in just when you need it to like succeed. Because this is like something you're destined to do, Aries. Something that you're destined to do. What is that there? Okay, so this is something that you're supposed to like keep away from. Okay, so you know what, Aries? You're supposed to keep this quiet. Like, don't tell people. Like in your family, don't tell your anybody in your family. It's showing up as two males, two men in your family, but doesn't have to be. It could be two females in their masculine energy, but two people in your family specifically. Spirit is saying, don't tell them, don't share this with them, don't let them know what you're doing, don't let them know what you have. Keep it completely away from them. One of them could possibly be this person over here as well, or this could be two separate other people. Okay, not sure, but Spirit is saying don't share this stuff that you're doing. Okay, where you're going, what you're doing, your successes. Like, not everybody has to know how you pay your bills. That's what I'm hearing. Not everybody has to know what you do, Aries, for a living. Not everybody has to know how you make your money. Okay, if you're getting into importing or exporting, I would not let people know. You'd be surprised how people get upset when you're doing something different or when you think out of the box and you do something different than they do. Woo! You'd be surprised. People get upset. Anyways, Aries, catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Congratulations on your success. And I see you passing the test with that person, okay? That person thinks that they're going to be able to pull you back down. They're not. Because you're meant for something much, much bigger. You know, and having somebody holding you down is just delaying that. That's all it is. But I'm hearing you're meant for something much bigger. Anyways, guys, y'all take care. Hope you get something out of this reading. I hope it helps you out. Y'all take care. Bye bye, guys.